started delving into meditation, but I also started asking a lot of questions and started looking for a lot of evidence. And through this exploration, it basically started becoming a bit of a secret advantage for me, where it wasn't just helping me deal with the stress of a startup business, but also helping me to keep the burnouts at bay, helping me increase my focus, really helping me sharpen my edge. And I think the real kicker for me is that it also became it also became something that really helped a lot of my relationships as well, so relationships in business, personal relationships, and so on, because what I found through the things I was learning in meditation and the physiological changes it was making in my brain is that I could listen to people very fully, and I could really pay attention to what people were saying and really be present with the people I was with. And in this world that we live in 2019, those things actually feel like a bit of a superpower. So the thing is, I can sit here and say that we should meditate. Everybody in this room has heard that meditation is good for us. And hopefully now, with some of the things I just shared, you'll know a bit more about why specifically it might be good for us. But we still struggle to incorporate these ideas into our day-to-day life. So that's what's become my mission now, is to find these mental well-being practices that work, find the things that are really evidence-based, find the things that are really practical, and find the things that are really outcome-focused. And that's what we're doing at Mind a lot. So what I want to leave you with is a couple of tips on how you might get started, because we know that, we know how great meditation can be, but we also know that, I think Ali talked about it briefly, that we know all these things are really good, but we also know that everybody's really struggling to incorporate them or commit to them or so on. So I'm just going to give you two very, very quick tips. The first one is start small and start soon. So what I mean by that is, going back to this idea that there's all these claims in the well-being world and things that I see flying around, it's really frustrating for me when I see advice like, we should meditate for half an hour a day or 1 hour a day or 2 times 20 minutes a day. And the reason that's really frustrating is because whilst that's aspirational, maybe, it's completely unrealistic in a city like London for most of our lifestyles. And also, it's just not the right place to start, because if you've not been to the gym ever before, or not for a long time, then we don't start with a 2 hours weight session. We start with something more appropriate. So I'd say for most people, 5 to 10 minutes is perfect, a few times a week. And even a 2-minute meditation session has value in the same way that a 10-minute fitness session has value. But of course, if we do a little bit more, then it will have more value. So the way to do it is, there's so much stuff on YouTube, or there's some really good apps out there. Find something that you like, and then just get started with that. And if you're struggling for resources and you want the things that are kind of more evidence-based, then we've also put together how-to guides and free meditations and stuff like that. And you just need to go to our website to get all of that for free, and I think that will be shared with you tomorrow. So that's the first tip. The second tip is experiment. And what I mean by this is that I'll give you the gym analogy again. So I've had lots of people come to me and say things like, I've tried meditation, it didn't really work for me. But I've never had anyone come to me and say, that exercise thing, I tried it, didn't get fit. But it's exactly the same analogy. It's a mismatch in expectations. So the point I'm trying to make is that different meditative practices are as different as boxing is to swimming is to climbing. And that's something that I think is really going to come to the fore over the next couple of years through the kind of work we're doing and we see other people doing. And the whole point of that is that if one type of meditation doesn't work, don't give up on meditation. There's so many different styles out there that actually do different things for the way we break it down, there's different things that work better for focus, creativity, for anxiety, for different lack of sleep as well. So I'd just say don't give up on it just because it doesn't work once. Try a few different things. And again, the beauty of the world that we live in now is that we have access to so many things. So those are my 2 tips. I want to leave you with this thought. Meditation is absolutely not the answer to everything. Absolutely not. Regardless of that, we still need a certain quality of nutrition, movement, sleep. But I look at meditation as a foundational well-being practice, and what I mean by that is through this one thing, there's a multiple benefit on so many different facets of life. So I can't think of a single thing that's better to help improve so many things, from sharpening our edge or improving our relationships or helping with focus or helping with stress and anxiety. And when you've got all those benefits, to me, that's something that's surely worth a bit of perseverance and fighting for. And I just want to leave you with that thought. Thank you.